What's going on, Star Wars fam? I'm your bro host, Daniel Miller.
And I'm Chris Ryans.
And we have a special guest bro host with us today, Ben Skywalker from the Star Bros podcast.
What's going on, guys?
You've had your quick shot of Bro Axiom. Now it's time to make the spoiler run.
In 14 parsecs.
12 parsecs. Whatever, man. Let's punch it.
Welcome, everybody, to the spoiler run. I'm your bro host, Daniel Miller. With me is Chris Ryans and Ben Skywalker. Today, we are talking about the High Republic Adventures number 4 and War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Holding on.
Yeah.
Holding on tight.
Holding on tight. We got a roller coaster of comic books today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good week for comics. We get a bit of the past with the High Republic, and we get a bit of the Star Wars. There's no present timeline, so I mean, we get some of the future to that, at least with War of the Bounty Hunters. And I think we're getting a nice deep dive into the criminal underworld, or underbelly of the Star Wars universe. So I'm really hyped for that.
Right. Which one do you guys want to tackle first? I am really excited to talk about this War of the Bounty Hunters. To be honest with you, this is straight gladiator style. Holy crap! Black suit Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And the lineup for this incredibly extensive series that we have this is probably one of the biggest undertakings that we've had with crossovers since Vader Down.
Yeah. There was I remember the one from Dark Horse. It was Vector. Oh man, it was Vector, or it was just called Vector, one or the other. And that was a pretty big one. But this one, going through all the books, and then having their own main title and those side titles for Jabba the Hutt, Zuckuss and 4LOM, Bausch or Boosh, however you want to say it, and IG-88, and maybe Bosk or Dengar? I forget. Maybe. But I think I know for sure it's those 4. I'm not sure about Dengar or Bosk yet. But I'm real excited for where this could go. Where what other characters, maybe from Mandalorian, if they're dealing with bounty hunters, there could be a Din Djarin. There could be a Grief Karga.
Fingers crossed. I mean,
yeah,
it's about time that we see a little bit more Din Djarin story in like a comic book form. I think, right?
Yeah. I definitely
and
think
Grief.
so.
And
Early days,
definitely Grief. I would love to see early days Grief before he became like the commish of the guild.
Yeah.
Or just that transition period between when he became a disgraced politician, magistrate, right? Mm-hmm. Until he became the leader of the guild. Like that's got to be some rough times for that guy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good
really
storytelling right there. That he's definitely got a lot of history that would be awesome to see exposed. And I can't believe, maybe I shouldn't say that, but how the Bounty Hunters series came out and it grew to what it is right now. It got a little bit of flack at first. There were a couple of issues that didn't sit right with some people, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be continue the way it did. But I loved it. I think a lot of the stuff that happened in those controversial issues were pinnacle to the emotions of the story.
Sometimes you have to get a little bit controversial to make a good story, to be honest. I mean,
but I'm so happy that it's been this, it's turned into what it's coming into now, and actually turning into one of the biggest, crossover series that Marvel has done for Star Wars comics. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Yeah. So the premise is there's something going on with the Ben's carbonite unit, and Boba had to stop someplace. Did I say Ben or did I say Han?
You said Ben. You said Ben.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
was looking
what
right
I'm doing.
at Ben when I said So this is gonna get rough.
It was all me. I'm a bounty hunter.
Way to go, Ben.
Yeah, I guess it's got like a malfunction. Something's going on. And it's cooling. It's warming up.
Thawing.
Cooling down. Thawing.
It's thawing.
Thawing out.
It's thawing out.
And hypersleep.
So like this could be fatal for and that's not even the case. It being fatal is not like his urgency of getting it done is, I want to get this to Jabba.
He needs his money. Yeah, he wants money.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about I'm dying.
So let me see what I can bring up here.
Well, he stops off at Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah. So yep.
Good old Nar. Did you notice that he's like a table covered with dirt? It's like there's just dirt all over Han. Like, where did all the dirt come from?
No, that's the degradation. That's the thawing.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. Oh, and I loved the callback to that famous art piece where you see the reflection in Boba's visor right there.
Yeah.
That's been like a pretty famous piece of art that's been going around for a while.
Yeah.
And
good call.
Yeah, a little callback. I feel like that was done on purpose. It's always cool. It's like a bit menacing to see the reflection of like Boba's victims in his visor.
Yeah,
I like that.
And I like that with this the start of this story. It was like Alex said in his quick shot preview. Make sure you go check that. Alex Damon from Star Wars Explained hooked us up and did our preview for War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha.
There's more to come. Trust me.
Right.
From other awesome podcasters and YouTubers.
That's right. But he had said that he liked that it wasn't Boba being neglectful or kind of half-assing the job, and that's how I almost said Ben again, and that's how Han was stolen. But it was this degradation of the carbonite, and he had to take it to someone he knows who could get it fixed, and that person's like, yeah, I can do it. It's going to cost you.
I just feel like an idiot now because now that I'm looking at it, it is like his skin. It's his skin.
Yeah, it's a deterioration of the carbonite and it's thawing. Yeah,
it looks like his skin. Yeah, poking through. I'm like, look at all this dirt. Yeah. Why is he so dirty?
What's wrong with Slave One?
Yeah,
clean that thing.
Dust is falling all over him.
Yeah,
get my Han dirty.
Keep their ships clean like the way Lando did.
Yeah, right.
Serious.
Never seen a cleaner Falcon in your life.
Never.
So yeah, he goes to Nar Shaddaa and he meets up with this dude who's like I don't know the alien creature that is, but it's like Dex.
Yeah.
Or Commander Krell. Whatever his name was.
Yeah, Master Krell.
Yeah, Master Krell.
It's got to be the same one.
General Krell.
Yeah.
What an episode that was. I don't want to
those were some great episodes. Some of the best.
That's one of the best arcs. Oh man, so good.
Oh yeah.
We're digressing. But yeah, whatever that creature is, you can correct us in the comments. I have no Wikipedia to get on top of that one right now, but this guy seems to be some sort of tech and knows how to fix this. But of course, in the world of Nar Shaddaa, everything has a price.
Like the $1 Million Man. That's
right. So this dude needs money. Boba needs to deliver Han to Jabba to get money.
Yeah.
Because apparently, I guess he doesn't. He's just a paycheck to paycheck guy.
Yeah, he's not spending his money right.
Right.
No space banks.
Right, like Boba doesn't have a couple extra bucks banked up for these situations.
Yeah.
Just in case. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, Bo. Come on. But yeah, so this guy is like, hey, but there's other thing you could do, which is be a freaking gladiator.
Mm-hmm. As soon as that dude said Nar Kanji, I was like, oh boy, we gonna get some Kanji Club.
Yep.
But instead, they just pretty much gave me my worst fear ever.
Spider Woman. I know. Yeah.
Just spiders.
I was like,
here we go.
Loved this whole sequence. Because Boba pretty much gets it. He knows that he's got to make this money. To get Han to Jabba so he can make some serious cash. So God, the art in this is really good.
Look at the zoom in on those eyes. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is some really detailed artwork here. I love the shadowing of a lot of this. Really makes it dark and dingy.
Yeah,
like Nar Shaddaa should be.
I love that texture that this artwork brings. Like, and the artist's name is failing me right now. I don't think it's Steve McNiven.
And whoever does the coloring, the color palette is perfect for this feel. Yeah.
No, it is Steve McNiven. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Basilisk, by the way, is the species.
Nerd.
I mean, you were nerd.
I just Wikipedia'd that.
And yeah, I don't touch these comic books behind me. I'm not one of you nerds.
Get to the turn the page to when he if you've got more when he's in the whatchamacallit, the dome.
Over here. This guy is hyped. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah,
that dude is ready to see carnage. Yeah. He's been waiting for this all month.
It's a common theme. People just love carnage. You know,
the blood and guts.
Another Marvel crossover, Carnage coming in.
I mean, I was loving it as I was turning these pages. Like, I just wiped out another one. Boba Fett, baby. And he's black suit Boba Fett. He just straight went Spider-Man.
Like, he had to do that. Like, it was just so he wasn't recognized. So they don't know it's Boba, you know, that he's all in black.
Django.
But
But that's the same armor, right?
Yeah. All the same. Just
spray painted it.
Spray painted.
And you know what this means?
No.
I'm gonna need a Black Series figure.
Oh, a black suit Boba.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little on the nose.
Gonna need a Funko Pop for that too. You want one?
Order them all.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you covered.
Chris.
Got you covered. Sorry. I'm sorry.
He's like, I'm about to get married here. I'm gonna get killed if I get any more pops in here.
I'm just gonna have to use a Black Series figure as a cake topper.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm glad I can help.
Yep. See, there you go.
And I like that he uses. Oh, let me go back for a second.
Oh, look at that old art.
Just to stay out of it a bit. I like that he uses his father's name.
Yeah, and of course, I knew that was going right to a flashback to the holding the head.
Yeah,
such a creepy moment.
Yeah,
I always find that creepy. I'm just like, what if it just fell out?
I wait for it every time.
Yeah,
just thump, like I just wait for that to happen.
No, I thought it did.
Noise.
No, I thought it did.
No, it flew up midair. You see it fly out.
Oh, it does?
Like a shadow.
So that is just the helmet.
Oh, I didn't know
that.
Yeah,
that's just the helmet.
Oh, so his head's somewhere else rolling around.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere.
Hopefully he didn't see that.
I didn't know that. See, I thought the head was always inside of the helmet when he picked it up, and I was like, "That's
no, it's gone."
No, nothing. Would have came out like canned meat.
Yeah, like a dog food.
Well, I'm all grown up now.
It's like, well, yep, I've
that'll definitely make a man out of you.
The Beskar Brawler, Django. That's
I love that name too. Yeah, the Beskar Brawler. That's awesome.
Might need to steal that one myself.
So he has a couple of fights and he's not doing too bad.
No, I mean, he blows up someone's head. Someone else's head has been decapitated.
Yeah.
Someone stabbed through the chest. Green blood everywhere. I mean, he's just messing fools up.
This may be the most violent.
That's what I was thinking.
Blood splattering scenes of Star Wars we've ever had.
And there's it's just even creepier because you just don't see any emotion behind that helmet. He's just murking these people, and
there isn't any.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's nothing. He's like, you guys are just stepping stones to the money I need, so I can get more money from Jabba.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You even got Kawaki and monkey lizards. Either that's someone's pet, or he is on his own and he's betting on these fights.
He's probably betting on those fights. Those guys.
I need to know his story, and I need a Black Series figure of that Kawakian.
This whole War of the Bounty Hunters is rife with Black Series figure molds.
Yes, that guy needed.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's a new species too, isn't that?
Yeah, look at
No,
there you go.
No,
she can be a Black Series figure too.
What that cat? No. That's been around. It's been around.
So the next.
You see one in the cantina, in A New Hope.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, and in Clone Wars, the other one was like that really old guy.
You're stalling.
Remember that Ahsoka episode where
you're stalling
she's going around with that old master? You know what I'm talking about, Ben?
I think I know what you're talking about.
He's stalling.
I would say really good
Force
episodes.
Awakens too, in that one?
There may have been one, I think.
In that cantina scene?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was that, Dan?
You're enabling him, Ben.
I know I am.
To stall on the next page where Spider Woman is. Click that mouse.
All right.
No, not back.
Oh,
wrong way.
You gotta go forward.
I need to look at
But I
this.
tell you, this thing with
again.
Jango Fett was like it's heartbreaking that he still has these flat. Yeah, man.
Chris.
Yes. Yeah. What's up, man?
Go forward, buddy.
Other way?
Sure.
So come on.
Double click
Look
now.
at the violence. Look at the violence.
One more.
You can look at that all day, but you can't look at Spider.
Nothing but headshots.
We can do this together. We can do this together. We can do this together. We're stronger together. You can click that button. You'll be safe. Everything will be all right.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, she is creepy looking. Look at this, all those webs everywhere. My God.
Yeah, that is actually.
I'm with you, Chris. That is some freaky stuff.
Is it still there?
I don't even get it. She's like a bipedal Spider Woman backpack thing.
Exactly. That's the name of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the person or the spider that's who's in control?
I think.
That's all her, man.
That's all her. Like she's got that back sack, but like it's got the legs, and then she's got normal 2 legs and 2 arms, like a normal biped.
Yeah,
like,
well, it's 8 because it's 1, 2. 3, 4.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
12.
No, it's not. No, yeah, it's
12.
No,
she's got like 12.
That's even worse.
She's not even a spider, dude. So you don't even have to worry about
it's a
it.
spider.
Yeah,
bro. When she has set up today reminds me of my home web. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, she's a spider. She's definitely is.
I'm like, come on, why? My galaxy should be far in the galaxy, far away. It should be far away from spiders.
She kind of reminds me of the bounty hunter in the Saga comic book series.
Yes. And I hated all those panels too.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Amazing artwork. Man, it was tough to look at.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do this. This is an amazing story.
Refresh me. What is her name again? She's the champion. He said it back in the beginning of the comic.
Worman Lictor.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, it's right there.
Creepy woman.
Yeah, it's spider. It's a space spider. It's 2 words I didn't want to put together. No.
And of course, Boba can't just wipe her out like he wants to. He has to get stabbed in the chest, and that's a
look at that.
Look at
face.
that. Yeah, look at that face. That face is creepy. Those other eyes work.
It's
And
like watching. It's like
there?
The Hobbit all over again. I'm gonna hope that's like some kind of a back blaster.
Yeah,
that sounds really bad.
It always creeps me out to see webbing come out. I'm always just like, ooh.
Yeah. I'm not a fan, and I love Spider-Man. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, look at
because he's not really a spider.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just. I'm not a
too much. Go back to the decapitation.
TMI.
During this whole fight, I was like, "Get her, destroy it."
Step on her. Step on it.
Yeah, squish. Get the
her with
toilet
a
paper.
napkin. Yeah, right.
And now I want to see more stories from these gladiator pits.
Yeah.
There's
always a good gladiator pit in Star Wars.
I love that we can explore all these different areas in his universe now. And, oh man,
because didn't Luke fight in some sort of gladiator pit with Gracchus the Hutt?
Was that
Krell?
That wasn't Vader down.
Krell.
No, that was before that.
He felt Gracchus too. I think Gracchus came out with all of his lightsabers and his muscles. Remember, Gracchus is jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked, but he collected all that stuff, but I don't think he used it. Do you remember, Ben? I don't think he.
Yeah, maybe I gotta.
No,
it's been a while.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I just read that one though.
Yeah.
What was it?
That was it. Was Krell? Was his name Krell?
Yeah, Sergeant Krell.
So there's 2 Krells
from Task Force 99, which
we know. We know.
Bad batch. Or good batch. Maybe it's a good batch now because they follow orders. Who knows?
Maybe.
Good soldiers follow orders.
That was a good first episode, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Great.
Great. We'll talk
Yep.
about that.
Yep, had to get stabbed through the chest by a spider.
I was like,
Those are
man,
Oh,
right through
man.
the. That's like, did it go right through the best?
The best car?
Or was
I
that like
guess.
in a weak spot where
It
the
could've
armor?
been-
I think it was a
if
weak
it was
spot.
in
When
a
you
weak-
look at him later, you don't see a hole in the Beskar.
Yeah, it could have been a weak spot, or she just is that strong.
I think she got him right in the shoulder. I don't think it went through the
He
Beskar.
should not be alive.
Because that's like a lightsaber can't even get through that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
what are you telling me?
what is she made out of?
Yeah.
Vibranium?
I don't. This
Cross them
crossover
over.
just got like that much
Cross
weird.
him over.
I hope it never happens. But I think maybe it happened. Again, one of the soft spots, which should have still been instant death.
Because look,
For
he
him.
was able to cut that thing off like we just
Yeah.
cut that in half.
Yeah, it's vibro. Is that a vibro knife?
Probably
Probably, yeah.
Because
Because I actually looked with Hunter's blade in the Bad Batch, and he definitely has a vibro blade.
It was vibro?
It's
Okay.
a little vibro
Okay.
blade. He's able to cut droids up with that thing like they're butter.
I didn't realize
Space
that
butter.
that Hunter's was the vibro blade.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
right. Now that
vibro
I
blade.
think,
It's got a little
Right.
yellow vibro edge on
yeah.
it.
Oh, I didn't
Now that I
even
think
notice.
about it, you're right. Good point.
Hmm.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Yeah, Boba should have been dead here. But I'm glad he didn't. Like this panel right here made me happy. So I was like, get her!
Mhm.
Kill the spider!
Get it.
Ah,
Do it.
do it! Get
Do
the
it now.
scary! It's scary! Ah, look at it!
And
Ah, I
it's
don't want to
creepy,
see
crawly.
it.
Just step on it.
To
No.
get on your leg, and then it's like, get off me.
Whoa, that's a lot of pus
Yeah,
or something.
look at that. That's like all of that plasma. It's just like,
Oh,
and it's got to be like this pink spider goo.
Spider goo. Yeah. Spider.
Yeah.
It's not like blood or nothing. It's just
Gloop. Spider
yeah,
gloop.
gloop.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy. I'm like, cool. And I hope she's the last one in that universe. I hope he just eradicated that. That's terrible.
that was the
I
last
shouldn't
of that
think-
race.
That's terrible. I gotta stop. I shouldn't say things like that. But
That's kind of genocidal. I don't know.
it's a little bit.
A little
It's
bit.
A little bit.
I'm scared.
You shouldn't be scared, Dan,
Oh.
unless you're a spider person.
Look at him covered
Look at this.
in all
This-
that spider gloop.
This looks a little bit like Din Djarin.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, do you have a napkin?
You've got yourself a napkin there.
I need one. If you don't give it to me, I'm burning down your house.
Yeah. It's your
gonna
family.
need
in
It's
it.
your family, love,
I'm gonna need my bounty and my napkin.
and my chicken.
Oh my god.
Banthaverse. But yeah, I thought this was a fantastic start to this series. And you knew something was going to happen while he was away doing the fighting.
Yes.
Someone was going to come in and grab him. But it's a matter of who is it?
I see a Devorian, right? Isn't that what that is? A Visago kind of
no,
like a
no,
creature?
I don't think so. No, I think there'd be
The
horns would
devil-looking
be-
ones?
the horns would be bigger.
Maybe he's got young horns. Maybe he's like a younger...
Yeah, maybe it could be some teenage hoods.
Because he's
And
red. He's got the red
Wait,
skin.
are those red eyes or something? What are
Well,
those?
that looks like a droid.
I was gonna say that looks like
There's
a Jawa.
definitely a droid in there in this crew.
Yeah.
I think there's a droid and like some other organic beings.
Mm.
You know, skin sacks or whatever they want to call them.
Skin sacks.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's 000 or something.
Oh no! Oh. Just let him have Solo at that point. Just-
That would
just let him have
be
it.
Take it.
awesome
Game over.
because he actually in the Afra comic wasn't he like a gun runner? Like he was like a
Torturer.
But like
Yeah.
he separated from Afra for a little bit and was like running show.
Oh yeah. He
Remember
had his
that?
own gotcha. Yeah.
yeah.
So who knows? Who knows
Who
who they
yeah.
are?
Yeah.
And like Charles Soule had said, like
Jesus bless.
we're gonna take
holy-
this. He's like, we're gonna take this story to places, Star Wars has never been.
That's
So-
awesome. And this is like the dark, dingy. Give me the underworld.
Yeah.
I love the underworld of Star Wars. The dark corners that we never get to see. I want stories of like the underworld of Coruscant. I love
Oh, I
stories about
second that.
like the Undercity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like every different layer probably has its own story within Coruscant.
Oh yeah, I mean it's one giant city that's like it's so big,
just being built on top of each other.
Yeah, there's just people that are forgotten that have never even been up to the upper levels their whole lives.
I don't know what the sun looks like. Yeah.
God, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And depressing, but like
cool.
But cool, yeah. Yeah, and Boba,
he's like,
and let's just say, like,
spider for nothing.
Yeah, he's like, dude, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna take me a second. Don't worry, you'll get it. I never failed you. I'm the best bounty hunter ever. It's coming. He's like, Dick Wanawanga.
It's gonna be a minute, I promise. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
He hasn't put on some weight yet.
Jabba's smoking something over there.
I wonder. Ben, thank you for bringing that up. I wonder if something that happens here is why he just, without a second thought, blasted Bib Fortuna.
Oh, maybe.
I wonder.
Other than just a power grab.
Yo, that
might. Power grab.
Yeah, maybe he messes with him this whole time. He's just always been this thorn in Boba's side, and this is where it starts. It's a good point. Good point.
That would be
it's
really
almost
cool
like Desaad from Dark Side, you know, how he keeps messing with Steppenwolf.
Oh yeah, just putting him down.
Yeah, it's like what Bib's doing to Boba.
Yeah.
This is called War of the Bounty Hunters, so I mean, in war, there's a lot of casualties.
Everybody's fighting for Jabba's favor.
Yeah. Do we see? Wait, we could. See Fennec Shan.
I love that shot of Bib and Jabba there. It is so good. A lot of detail in just that one picture.
You can tell they're on a sail barge there. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yep. The shadowing is top notch in this comic.
Yes.
So good.
Even just like the body language of him being able to show, like, again, you can't see his face, but you can see the frustration there. The desperation. It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while, love.
Where's the nearest chicken shack?
Yeah.
So begins.
Yeah, so begins the War of the Bounty Hunters, issue Alpha, guys. You guys, I know we spoiled it all for you, but having this in your comic book arsenal is just one more awesome comic book to own. So, yeah. Ben, you've been reviewing the High Republic Adventures.
Yes, I have. The Daniel Jose Older.
Yes.
Story. So it's been good. Look,
how was this issue for you?
There's some good stuff in here, and I'll say it's not perfect, but it definitely progresses the story if you've been following it since the beginning and enjoying it so far. So, I mean, I'll get into some of the places where I thought it could be improved and stuff, but the art again, is top notch. Like I just love this first shot.
Yeah,
this.
Like, this is cool.
And when you listen to the quick shot and you hear Ben, he's like, they're meditating, and I forgot
it's
the
cool,
planet.
calm, peaceful.
It's like the beginning of a yoga video.
I know.
It's Star Wars ASMR. Like I'm like,
you're like, find my inner child.
Find your center. All right, downward facing dog.
But that is really the feeling that it gives you in this, like the sun coming through there and glowing, and
it's very warm.
Yeah, it's very warm. The color usage, and here's another thing that I loved is Zine specifically, like the artwork of Zine and the tendrils and almost communicating through how her tendrils look every time. That's been really interesting to me to look at, and they kind of talk about it in the dialogue here. If you look at
right here,
they're like, I know when you're sad and you're upset, your tendrils kind of droop when they do that. So, it's just a really cool artwork. And then just like the pink and purple mix there, you see how they kind of blend them together.
Yeah.
Like I've really enjoyed the artwork here, personally. But it's interesting because it does start in this. It's not unique to the other issues in this, because like they kind of tell you this little snippet of a story, and then they jump over and tell you a snippet of another piece, and then they jump over and tell you another piece that you need to know of what's going on in Crix's area and stuff. So like they keep jumping around, which for some may be difficult to follow, but it's just like all these different stories converging on top of each other.
I was going to say, does it feel like you feel like it's going to come to a head at some point? All of what's happening right now,
it has to.
Yeah,
like they can't just operate in all these separate worlds for forever and bring it all together. You know, because you got Crix's story, which is Zine's friend, and then you got Zine now with the Jedi. And they're just trying to progress them individually. But again, spoiler: by the end of this, you'll see like those are starting to converge. So I think you'll see that storytelling kind of go away in this next issue.
I need a Black Series figure of that guy.
Marchion Ro?
Yeah. We all need
Did I say that right?
Say his name again.
Marchion
Rose. Yep.
He's a new character. I can get it wrong if it's only been a month.
It's true.
There's we were in this chat the other night. This might get a little risque, but one of the people in this Zoom call has shirts coming out. Marchion's hose. And
I don't even know what to make of that.
Yeah,
is that Hope?
Yeah, it was Hope. It was Hope. That's right. It was Hope. And I fell in love with that play on words so fast that I already bought a T-shirt that was never made.
It's sold.
I was like, make it, please make it. I will buy it. Yep.
I'll take 7, thank you.
It was hilarious. I love that play on words. So funny. Marchion, sorry. Marchion, don't look at me like that.
Look at that.
He's so menacing. In the book, like in Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, like the way he talks, it's kind of weird. The way Mark Thompson, he's always like, it's like he's just like stressing to get like to say stuff.
He made him sound, to me, it made me think that Marchion was frail-ish, like not physically imposing, but
to me, it feels like he's always biting back all of this explosive anger.
Oh, good God, yeah.
Like
which I think you see in the comic too.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I liked about his, like the way Mark Thompson voiced him, was that it made him seem menacing because it was like, this dude is just trying to keep his shit together.
Yeah, and those 3 factions within the Nihil.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to read his dialogue a little bit differently now that you said that, because I was reading it a little bit
That's
more
right.
like...
You don't do the audio. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut in on you. But
No.
You don't do the audiobooks, right?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I need to.
It definitely adds, like... The cool thing about these narrators is that they're like, when they do these audiobooks, man, they're responsible for a lot of the inflection that these characters give off. And
they're dedicated.
It's really cool because I feel like Mark Thompson added a real, like, voicing him the way he did added a level of malevolence that you in him that is like pretty awesome. And if you do hear the way he talks, it'll totally open up like the way you're reading and hearing his voice in your head. So yeah,
did you get any, because like you did a spot on impression of Mark Thompson's Marchion, but
you know how to do.
It's what we're doing all these projects right now.
That's right.
But did you get a feel of Kylo Ren at all from that? Like in that performance, did it sound a little bit like Kylo to you, or feel a little bit like Kylo to you?
You asking me, or you asking?
Oh, damn.
What, with this guy?
Yeah, like with Mark Thompson's performance, like did it seem kind of Kylo-ish?
I felt like he was his own bag. It was really unique to me the way he did his voice. Like it was just like this thing he says where he's like, "Quiet boy, you'll send." What does he say?
You'll send her the message.
You'll send her the message.
You'll send her the message when I say. Like the way he's always like Kylo Ren was. He was just angry. This dude, it's like he tries to like sound like he's keeping his calm, but it's just like he's like talking through clenched teeth all the time.
Yeah.
But who knows how, what his actual voice is going to sound like as opposed to the audiobooks. But
right.
I hope they keep it along these lines.
Me too.
Do you think we're going to get a live action of him at some point?
I hope so, or animated. One of the
I mean,
two.
Mark Thompson already got his name wrong.
Everyone got his name wrong.
Apparently, I got his name wrong.
I think that's partially because of Mark Thompson.
Look at this
pronunciation, but Markion.
Yeah.
Markion. Yes. All right. So look at this. Junk Mavens. Did you hear me when I did that in the quick shot? I was like, Junk Mavens?
Yeah.
Sure. Might as well. But look at, what does he say there? Dudes. That got me. I was laughing pretty hard there.
What is it?
Isn't
Trash keeper.
Wait, isn't that what I say after every episode of like Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Dudes. Yeah, dude. Dude. That's what we say every time. That's what you say, and then I just adopted it and thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's all.
Look at this kid, like all happy with this gun. Like,
I don't know. Like, is he feeling this, or is he just going through the motions to stay alive?
Look, if this is getting into some of the spoilers of the other issues before it, which this is a spoiler one, right?
That's fine. Yeah.
He is just trying to survive. He learned his lesson. In the last one, he turned on his elder and was willing to do that just so that he could stay alive. He learned his lesson. Don't be taken advantage of. So he is trying to prove himself. I don't know if he's trying to prove himself to Markion Ro.
Like out of loyalty. I don't think it's definitely not loyalty.
No, it's not. But like he's going down a pretty dark path, which if something doesn't happen, if Zine doesn't come in and kind of pull him out of this.
That's right.
But here's the thing. This is where it gets.
This feels like such like an anime. I'm sorry, but every time I see this, it's like an animation, like anime.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and it's not in a bad way. That is not a dig on it at all. That's just it's just you can tell DJ is he's a fan.
Yeah.
He's an anime nerd. You can tell that it's in there.
So this is where I'll get just the one little I'll say gripe. I don't know what to call it. If you scroll back up a little bit. At one point
the spider picture shows up like no.
Gotcha. So there's a part in here where Markion Ro tells him, quiet boy, you'll send the message when I say, and then eventually we'll get to it later on, but he ends up making the call without him saying it. So it's like a little bit of a break in like the dialogue and like almost what they expect. Like Markion Ro's completely out of sight, but he's like, I'm going to send the message now. And then Crix goes ahead and sends it. So it's a little gripe, but we'll get to that. Other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, and nice pick.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah. The Jedi, they were, what am I trying to say here? They were, I guess they got that. This is a distraction, right?
Who's that on the left?
Yeah.
So Cantum Sai, as he says, don't know much about him though.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, we'll find out more.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out. But then you got Buckets of Blood in the middle, who's now a fan favorite. Buckets of Blood. Such a cool. You got to say it like that, as Daniel Older told us.
Yeah.
Buckets of Blood. Yeah. So then they go into this big
7 O's in there.
Information Yoda is like.
Wait, what?
Everyone's got to be like, why, bro?
Around the survivors, a perimeter create.
Yeah.
What'd you say, sir?
I don't speak that.
Am I having a stroke?
I just got here. Speak plainly, sir.
Oh, good stuff. Look at this. Yeah. I love these ships too. Like they kind of look like the Battlestar Galactica ships a little bit, like the front, the nose here, not with the two blades sticking out the front here, but the Jedi starfighters with the front a little bit look like the Battlestar Galactica ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. I was looking at that thinking, when they went and created the prequels, how the difficulty was they had to make it look like it was older, but with the technology, it also looked like we had progressed. So they're like always fighting with making it look like we were 30 years prior to the events of New Hope, and still the aesthetic looks like it's new because we're filming with ILM's great stuff, so like it's interesting. That's what I kind of thought of here, is like it looks like they're trying to take it back in time even more and be like, here's what the ships would have looked like 200 years ago,
right?
and they kind of look a little bit dated, but I don't know. They're new, so they're exciting at the same time.
What's this? Where'd this come from?
So they like to throw these in each issue.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You can tell that I haven't been reading the High Republic Adventures, so some of this is fresh for me.
And so you still got a stack at your comics shop.
I know I do. I have a stack of comics that I have to catch up on. God, come on! I just preview these things. What do you expect? What do you expect? Just kidding.
Expect the best. No, but they do that in every episode or every issue. I mean, where they throw in like a little.
It's like an ad.
It's like an ad, yeah. But it's like a little file that gives you a little bit more information on some of the characters and some of the tools and some of the weapons and stuff. So it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like how we're seeing the kids, being kids.
Yeah.
Because in the Clone Wars era or the prequel era, they're just soldiers at this point.
They're just
it was tough.
That's true.
They are hardened soldiers who have seen some shit.
They were going through some stuff. This is more of a peaceful time where, definitely. And
you
so I guess I'm sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
You're just seeing them. They're kind of trying to understand, like, what do they do now? We're left here all alone here, and nothing really crazy happens. But you can see right there. Go back up a little bit. Right there, Zine sneaks away. She's gonna do something.
Oh, yep.
So they planted that seed at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right, and all of a sudden she gone.
Wow.
Just that little subtle thing. Actually, didn't even pick up on that the first time.
I did not pick up on this. Yeah, I didn't pick up on it the first time.
Yeah, but like she slips
Very
away, and we'll
subtle.
get back to that in a second. But this is where I was saying. So he goes off after that junk Mavens.
Yeah, that's it.
And Crick's got him. He's got him trapped, and this is where it's a little weird because he's like, all right, stay right there. I'm gonna send that message that Markion Ro told me to wait to send, but I'm just gonna do that real quick, even though I got you at gunpoint.
Yeah.
So it's weird that that was how it was executed, but it's also weird he's not committed here.
No.
Right? He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to kill. I don't think he knows how. Yeah. He just wants to survive. He doesn't want to kill.
Yeah.
But then, of course, because he waited too long, the junk Mavens got away.
And that's not going to sit too well with
Mr.
Rowe. Markion.
Mr.
Mark Rowe.
Yeah. Mark Rowe.
Isn't that a real person?
Dirty jobs.
Yeah.
But you see his that killer instinct starting to to manifest. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, the anger always ends up taking over.
Yeah.
You let your feelings get away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, they got little beaks or something too. Interesting.
Yeah, well, he seems like a Markion Crow.
Oh,
I'll seat myself out. I'm sorry. Bye.
That was pretty good. I like that. All right, then we go back to the battle. See what we're doing? We're jumping around a lot, going between all the different threads.
Look at Buckets of Blood's got that wide-eyed anime expression.
Yeah.
He's like, ah!
It's over 9,000.
Yeah.
And his vernacular is dope because I can hear, I damn near hear Daniel Jose Older. Like I hear his voice in Buckets of Blood. Like I just hear. There's a good looking kid. He's like, you good looking. No, like I get yeah. That's
Yep.
He's a good looking cat sound. That's what's up. I like that.
Buckets of Blood owes you one.
All right, then we go back and we see,
Oh, trying to find Zine now. She realizes Zine's gone.
Yep. Zine is gone. Lula's freaking out. Her friend is left.
Look under the couch.
That's where people hide, right?
They just throw their clothes on top of themselves. Yeah.
She left
and
the
then she
holo
finds
projector.
There's the holo projector.
Yep. So
and then we're jumping back over to Crix.
Yep.
Yeah. So I do like how there's two different stories going on here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done that in all the issues. They've kind of said, let's jump back and forth between them.
Lula and Zine, now it's Crix and Zine, and I like where this is going. I just hope that the Lula character doesn't fall to the wayside. I don't think she will, but I want to see like what her importance is to this story.
she's definitely underserved in this series, I think.
In this,
like she's
in
not
particular issue.
No, the entire series, like she doesn't get she gets a couple of moments, I think, where she gets to show off her skills and stuff at the beginning in the first issue. But I think that she's just getting set up for her own story, because then Danny Holder the Older is gonna tell her story again in more depth in the book that's coming out. What is that one called? Into the I gotta look it up.
Not Into the Dark.
It's something.
No. That's
Spider-Man. like 6 actors died playing Spider-Man or something like that. Some crazy stuff happened in that thing.
Yeah, I gotta look it up, but it's the next book that's about to come out with Lula as the main character.
I'll be caught up, I promise.
I gotta get there too, in other stuff.
I will be caught up. Well, obviously, I mean, you could read that War on the Bounty Hunters issue without
Race to
reading
Crash Point.
Without reading the Bounty Hunter series.
Thank you.
Right. Wait, say that one more time, Ben. I'm sorry.
You can read that War of the Bounty Hunters issue without reading any of the Bounty Hunters stuff. Like that one's its own singular issue.
Right. But like any kind of Marvel tie-in or any kind of Marvel crossover tie-in or DC crossover tie-in or crossover series, I should say, you're going to want to, if you want to get the full breadth of the story, you want to check out the tie-in books and whatnot. And I love that it's going to swim all the way through all of the main titles.
There's a lot of stuff. I saw that list. It's insane.
Insane. It's going to be a busy summer.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy summer.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit though. Let's not miss our friend Cham Cham.
Cham Cham, what is happening to his ear?
Is he chewing
on him? It looks like.
So. Yeah.
His ear looks messed up.
Which I don't know. He gets a little violent sometimes, so I'd be careful if I were you.
Watch that.
Cham Cham. I definitely need a Cham Cham.
Cham Cham's the best.
Yeah.
So
right now.
So their point is that Zine would never have left Cham Cham behind.
Right.
That's her favorite pet. So look at this.
She didn't go anywhere. Why are they all jammed up in that thing? It's like a clown car.
This is the best. Because this is what a bunch of teenagers do.
They would do, yeah. We can all
in high school, right? Let's just all jump into my car and
let's steal the car. Let's steal Dad's car. Everyone pack in.
Yep. And
the oldest drives.
Yeah, exactly. Lulu gets in there and drives. So the distraction is over. They've defeated all those.
Look at that pick.
That's great, isn't that?
That slide is awesome. That's so anime. Right that is so anime. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yep. So they realize that, hey, we've been distracted, and Yoda gets a little feeling, oh, something's not right with the Padawans. Something bad's happened.
We gotta check on the kids.
Yep. It might be too late, I fear. There she is, going to meet up with Crix, falling into the trap.
Yep.
Oh no!
So the Jedi and the Nihil are coming head to head soon.
Yep.
And I feel like the Nihil, the Jedi's weakness to not be able to see into the future when the dark side of the Force shrouds, it kind of lays a veil over their premonition. I feel like the Nihil kind of carry the dark side energy with them a little bit, and that's why they're so hard to predict for the Jedi. Because they have it's not like they're Force sensitive or anything, but like their malice and their hatred and their anger and their fear and everything that they carry with them brings the dark side with them. Like it kind of carries a shroud around their intentions. That's why it's unpredictable for the Jedi.
What did Chirrut say? What did Chirrut say about Cassian?
The Force moves darkly around. I can't do it. I love the way you said it.
You sound like Christopher Walken. Like the Force moves darkly around the who's about to kill.
Wow. About to kill.
Wow, Zowie. What do you know? It's crazy.
But yeah, it's right. It does. The Force moves darkly around a creature that's about to kill.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like the Nihil are able to get one over on the Jedi here and there, because the Jedi can't predict their moves.
Yeah, they're tough to read.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Markion and his his hyperspace routes, that definitely.
That's also huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. I can't wait to see how that blows up into how the galaxy ended up getting, how the hyperspace routes opened up for everyone in the galaxy. I can't wait to see how that all unfolds. It's gonna be cool.
I kind of get a little sense of Ren when I look at, not Kylo Ren, but
Knights of Ren. Yes.
Knights of Ren.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
When I look at Marchion Ro. Part of it is the artwork, part of it is like the helmet and stuff. It just reminds me of Ren a little bit, but also like, you know, Ren's all about like good kills, like it has to be a good kill, right? And I feel like Marchion Ro, there's a couple parts, especially in the issue prior to this, when Crix goes against his elder, and he's like, he's not mad at him. He's like, I see what you did there, and I applaud you. He's kind of happy that he betrayed him the way that he did. He's like, you're becoming one of us.
Yeah, there's like this respect for being a backstabber.
Yes, yeah, it's a little bit like that. I mean, it's not a good kill, but it's kind of the same vein.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, a knife. I'm so proud of you.
You've done well. You've done so well.
Yeah. That was a great episode, everyone. You guys have any last thoughts about those two comics?
I need more, and we're going to get more next week.
That's right.
We got Star Wars number 13, which is the next tie-in prelude for War of the Bounty Hunters, and we've got Jan, who's going to be doing the Marvel High Republic number 5.
Yes.
Hopefully, maybe we can wrestle him to get on.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's really dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Like, you know, they got the Drengil invasion that's going on at Starlight Beacon. Those Hutt, like that Hutt cartel, or the Hutt cartel.
Yeah.
That they have a hold on that planet. I don't know if you guys looked at the preview for number 5, but yeah, they have a.
Oh no.
They are the ones that have, like, you know, the contract on that planet, and, like, you know, it's like a protection racket that's going on. There.
Wow.
So that's going to be an issue. And then there's still the story with Keeve Trennis. Like, I am really watching her story, like Palpatine said, with great interest, because she is one of the Lost 20.
Ooh.
So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how that happens, and you know, what happens to her. Does she get disillusioned with the Jedi Council or the Jedi themselves, especially after what happens with her master and what is happening with her master or former master? Because you've all read the previous issue, right?
Yeah.
So he lets the Drengir take him over. So he can get a little bit of advantage on them, like, you know, catch them, you know, with their guard down. He did, but, you know, that hold is not gone, and
never works out.
Yeah, so something happens. I think this next issue is the start of maybe her disillusionment with the Jedi religion, maybe. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes.
I mean, we've been seeing that happen. Yeah, we've been seeing it happen in actually in the one book, Claudia Gray's book. You know, we've been seeing a lot of confliction with the Jedi Order and you know, some of these masters.
Even in Test of Courage.
Yeah.
You know, Vanessa Rose, you know, now Padawan, had that dark moment, you know, because his master Douglas, I think his name was. Had been killed. And all he wanted, he was feeding off of someone else's honesty. I think his name was. He's feeding off honesty's anger and resentment and fear.
That was his
revenge, and he latched onto that.
Well, that was like his special. He was empathetic.
Yeah,
like, that was
empathic.
His force. Yeah, empathic. That's right. I said it wrong. My bad.
So, you know, because someone made a comment and kind of made fun of me on the Star Wars Explained thing, because I said animatronic and not animatic. Sorry. Whoops.
Close enough.
Well, actually,
you know what I meant.
I got the glasses. I'll push them up.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, but going back to that point, I mean, that's what's interesting about this time period is you can see that disillusionment with the Jedi starting or hey, this has been happening for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of saw it all come to a point when
Talk about
Order 66 happened. Yeah, exactly. It's a very slow burn.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, it doesn't put Yoda in the best light sometimes.
No, dude, like it's one thing. I even said it to Daniel Jose Older. I'm like, to me, every time I see Yoda in this era, he's just a reminder of what's to come. He's like a harbinger of doom. That's
Light of the Jedi. There's one moment where spoilers for anybody who haven't read Light of the Jedi.
Welcome to the spoiler run.
Yeah, this is the spoiler run. So, in Light of the Jedi, it mentions that Yoda keeps his own company in the Jedi Order. Like it's like he doesn't even counsel with. He has his own council, not just the Jedi Council, the Master Council. He keeps his own council of people out, like within the Order. So it's like it's not that he just has the Jedi Order. He's got his own people that he just hangs with. And it's kind of separated from the rest of the Jedi Order. And I feel like that's with that little bit of information that I got from Light of the Jedi, I was like, Yoda kind of cut himself off. And I feel like he's one of the only surviving members of the High Republic people we're getting right now in like the Clone War era.
Except for Opal
and he's the reason why the Jedi Order is the way it is now.
Yeah. I mean, when you've lived that long and when you've literally carried the Jedi for probably 800 years all by yourself.
Well, I mean, there's also Opal Rancisis, and I think Yarael Poof. Is it Poof?
But they could have been
the long neck one. But I know that those guys are like, they were in the High Republic era as well.
Well, they could have been part of his inner council.
Yeah.
Like that you're
not worthy unless you're 500.
Like the company he kept his own company within the council. You know what I mean? Like that's weird to me that he had his own separate council of people in the Jedi Order at the time of the High Republic. That kind of stuck out to me like a sore thumb when that was said in Light of the Jedi. I was like, well, why would he have his own, like just his own people? So like it was just weird. So something about that just kind of was off to me where I feel like they were setting up how Yoda was already separated. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was the one who brought back the original the braids and stuff and made it mandatory for the Padawans, because in the High Republic it's not mandatory.
They're there. It's not mandatory?
No, in the High Republic it's not a mandatory thing. It's traditional.
Oh.
It's a traditional thing that in the High Republic era right now it's like some masters do it with their Padawans and some don't. Some like to hold on to the traditions conservatively, and some masters do not. But in the Clone Wars era, you see that it's like everyone has it. So it's like, did Yoda, tighten the reins on the Jedi Order, and that's what created the final downfall? We can definitely talk about this some other time, because we're at the end of the spoiler run here, but
we'll leave that for now.
I think about that all the time. Like it's weird. Like I'm up at 3 a.m. I'm like, did Yoda?
Julie's like, go to bed.
It's like that meme.
You ever see that meme? Yoda again?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But everybody, thank you.
Inner circle. Go to bed.
Yeah. How do I get in Yoda's inner circle?
You have work in an hour.
Like, but I have to know these things.
Thanks everybody for joining us for another episode, our second episode of the spoiler run. I think we made it in 12 parsecs. We'll get it right one of these days.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it. The next one you'll get it right.
Yeah.
Of
course
absolutely,
we will.
Definitely. Now that we've been corrected, so we'll get it right next time.
Make sure to check out all of our other awesome Broaxium content at the Broaxium YouTube page. We're everywhere: Facebook, YouTube,
Instagram, and Twitter.
And also check out the Star Bros podcast. Ben and Jan, they bring you some awesome, easy listening Star Wars. It is the best. So check us out next week for another episode of the spoiler run. May the Force be with you.
Always.